Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha Allah. Koholo Yimala Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bahashim. Hakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, that by the Spirit taught us his beautiful truth, and just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf. That's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. Shah Hanan Nawaf is coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And just wanted to touch on this this particular article. I have been seeing it because it's been ongoing with this Colorado dentist. He killed his wife or whatever, and it just made me think of your enemies are going to be those of your household. That particular scripture, just thinking in a mindset of when shit really hits the fans, our family members are going to be the ones that's going to turn on us. The ones that's being into this truth, because this truth really hurts them, man, because it's not for them, and they can't understand or fathom why is it that you're the way that you are, and that you want to live righteously. You know what I'm saying? They can't fathom it because they have a wicked mindset, and they're going to turn a lot of us in. It's going to be a lot of us are going to be, arrested on the strength of our close family members, wives, husbands, children, mothers, fathers, uncles, aunties. They're going to be the ones that's going to be like, going to be pointing the officers into what direction you might have took off and ran to or whatever, drove to. Yeah, he's driving this particular car. They're going to give all kinds of information. He had this or that on him. He was wearing this or that, giving a damn description of you. But anyway, because this right here is just, it's a lot of this been going on. There's been a lot of domestic violence, so to speak. I mean, it's always been domestic violence, but not at the height that it is right now, going on in America and throughout the world for that matter. A lot of people are committing suicide. This place is just through. This place is through, man. The whole globe is just through, man, because it's being ruled by a wicked ruler. The so-called white man is not fit to rule. There's nothing gonna come out of this that's gonna be I mean, it's just not gonna get better. It's gonna constantly get worse as time goes on. So let's just get a little bit of this right here, because this guy he got down, man. It says Colorado wife whose husband allegedly poisoned her protein shakes is remembered for heroic struggle. Okay, it says Angela Craig died on March 18, 2023. Her husband was charged with first-degree murder 5 days later. Angela Craig, whose husband made headlines earlier this week for his alleged connection to her murder, is being remembered with an obituary that spoke the love she gave to being a wife and mother. The mother of six and wife to Colorado dentist James Craig died on March 18th at the age of 43. James Craig was charged on March 23rd with first-degree murder of her death. Okay, it says in an obituary published by the Horan and McConaughey funeral service and cremation of Aurora, Colorado, said Angela Craig died after a brief but heroic struggle. The police department alleged in the affidavit released Monday, March 20th, that James Craig poisoned his wife's protein shakes with arsenic and potassium cyanide. The obituary continues by describing Angela Craig as a beloved baby girl from a large family of 10 raunchous children. Okay, it gets off into, how that goes. It was and all this other stuff. It says, in addition to the allegations that he poisoned his wife's protein shakes, the police affidavit found that Angela had told a redacted source that her husband had multiple affairs during their marriage and had drugged her once before so that she wouldn't interfere with his suicide attempt. At the time of Angela Craig's death, her husband was exchanging messages with another woman, along with emails that were sexual in nature. The affidavit also found that James Craig's computer included YouTube searches for top 5 undetectable poisons that show no signs of foul play, and history searches for how many grams of pure arsenic will kill a human. So there you go, man. Hey, this Esau, man. But then, you know, I don't want to get into the skin color thing because he could be an Israelite, you know, because when it comes to this truth, the children of Israel are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, and they look like everybody now. You know, they used to be, you know, just pretty much dark race, melanated pigmentation. But now that we've been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, and the men have had sex with the women of these other nations, you know, and throughout generation to generation to generation to generation, you know, that color has, that look has, you know, disappeared, so to speak. So some of it, you know, this guy, he could be an Israelite, along with this, the big ass sheriff standing behind him. But anyway, the point that I wanted to make was, you know, that, let's get this Matthew real quick. I'm going to start at verse 34. It says this, and this is Yahushua, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus. It's in red letter. It says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. And you have a lot of Christians, man. They'll tell you that it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about getting together. Let's gather. You know, we should be, you know, all on one accord and all this other crazy shit. But that's not what the Lord came to do. It says, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. See? It says, and he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. See? And basically what it's going off into is, you know, when you come into this truth, your family members are not going to get it. You may tell them you want them to get it because you want them to know this good news, because it's really good news. I remember when I first came in, and I think probably everybody that first comes into this truth, they want to tell people about it, man. They want to tell their people about it. They want to tell their relatives about it, but they look down on you, and you know, as if you're stupid as hell. And then as time goes on, you stop going to birthday parties. You stop going to, you know, Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, 4th of July. You stop even dealing with them in a worldly type of way, and they look at you like, you know, you're the enemy, and they really have a deep down hatred for you, man, coming into this truth. We all go through it, man. We've all, you know, you tell your family members about it, nobody gets it, you know, and you can't beat them over the head. You can't make them get it, because if it's not meant for them, they're not going to get it. The Lord is not dealing with everyone. He's only dealing with the elect of Israel. And we have to keep that in mind. But I wanted to, when I seen this story, you know, you're just thinking like how brutal you have to be to poison someone that gave birth to your children. And then for you to, you know, I mean, you about to raise 6 kids by yourself. I'm not sure, you know, how old the children were. But you going to kill the mother of the woman that bore your children. You going to kill her to deal with another slut bucket? It's incredible, man. But this is the world and the days and times we're living in. People are cold-hearted. Matter of fact, that's also in Matthew 24. I think that's around verse 12. Let's see. Yep. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. There's so much sin in the world that people are just really, really cold-hearted, man. People are cold-hearted as hell. People are out here killing their own family members without any thought to it. I was just reading a story earlier. A brother, you know, I think he's like 18. He killed his brother, you know, which is like 17 or something. You know, just, you know, we used to fight when we was kids. I remember fighting, you know, with my brother and stuff like that. You know, cousins and stuff. You know, you get into a little squabble. You know, after getting into a little argument, but you was never going to get no knife or no gun or trying to kill your family member, man. You knuckle it out, and it was what it was. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass whooped when mama and daddy find out. You know, but, you know, you kept it moving. You wasn't like doing what we was doing, you know, what people are doing today. Because in reality, now, if this was a righteous kingdom, this man, instead of him doing what he was doing for another woman to kill his wife, basically to, I'm not sure exactly if that's what he was doing, was trying to, you know, knock her off to be with someone else. If this was a righteous kingdom and the so-called white man wasn't running it, you know, he could have multiple wives and that wouldn't be a problem. He wouldn't have to, you know, sneak around and have what they call affairs and all this other stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because in a righteous kingdom, you know, he would have been able to have multiple wives anyway. You know, it just is what it is. But see, in this kingdom, you know, you got these selfish ass women. You know, these selfish, they're just selfish as hell. You're all mine. You're all mine. You're all mine. How dare you ever, you know, you can't even speak to another woman ever in your life again once you marry him, you know, or you can't look in the direction of, you know, that's craziness, man. But this is America. This is the, you know, the place of backwardsness. This place is backwards as hell. He should have been able to be like, you know, hey, you know, I'm thinking about, you know, getting another wife. You know, if you have a sister, a sister wife or whatever, you know, y'all, hey, that would actually make things easier. Would have made things easier for the wife. You know, if you go up into the you know, the scriptures and what, you know, a secondary wife or a concubine would be doing, you know, for the household. That was all help. Everybody, you know, was living and eating. It made it a lot more comfortable for sure for the very first wife. But anyway, I really just wanted to touch on the fact that it's going to be our family members that's going to turn us in like it's not going to be anything, man. When things really, really get rough out here, it's going to be them. It's going to be them. Especially when this, I mean, because this shit that this guy done, that was really silly. But when it comes down to where it's like it's really going to be, they're giving you ultimatums, you know, because it's going to come down to a point where they're going to be using your resources against our people, man. Food. You want to eat? You tell us where he's at. You want something to drink? You have your you know, you come take this. You come and take this MOTB. You let us implant your children and we're going to take very good care of you. But we need to know about that guy or that woman that's claiming to be a Hebrew Israelite that don't want to comply. They're going to, you know, hell, they might even, you know, handcuff your ass or something, man, in the house and call the authorities and wait till they get there. You just never know, man. Our family members, man, are going to be the ones that's gonna hurt you the most when it straight comes down to it, because you're not going to be able to believe that they will actually do it. Like, damn, man, you turned me in? Like, damn. I mean, you know, you could have, you know, damn. You gave me up. She done called you over as if something was wrong. Son, I need you. Then when you get there, it's a trap. The police are there waiting on you, you know, to take your ass to a camp somewhere, man, and lock you down, you know, and see if you know, fucking, you know, go for their bullshit and comply with their rules and stuff. Will you denounce your Lord? Will you denounce this guy, Yahweh Shai, that you keep calling on? Will you denounce your God, Yahweh? And it's going to be tough times, man. So I just wanted to just touch on that real quick. I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwam Yashala.